Hello and welcome to another episode of Aurora Uncut. It's been a while. This is now episode number 7. It's been a couple of months since I last made an episode because I took a break over the holidays. Also just demotivation and wanting to refresh myself. If you notice that I have a lot of trouble seeing things, I've recently been diagnosed with astigmatism and some eye things. So yeah, I'm getting glasses for that. I don't have them yet, but I will do. So in this episode, we're kind of just gonna go over what's happened in the last 6 episodes, because I'm sure a lot of you don't know, or maybe you do because you've just caught up and you're now on episode 7, which is this episode. But I don't myself, as I've just gone back into Aurora, and I'm not sure where we were last left off. So we're going to go through our planets. We're going to go through what we have available to us. So we have Earth here with 528 million people. We have a worker shortage currently affecting the planet. And everything else looks to be okay-ish. In terms of our industry, we're not building anything. So we're going to want to revisit that and look at what we want to build. Mining, stockpiles are looking okay for now, though obviously there are some concerns here, especially on that corundium front. We have our shipyards. We have a 25,000 ton, a 15,000 ton, a 10,000 ton naval shipyard, and various commercial shipyards as well. We're building a tug. We are researching infantry genetic enhancements, boarding combat capabilities, beta shields, 20 centimeter mesons, and more, which is very interesting. We are not building any ground forces. Wealth is looking pretty decent. We should be making quite a bit of wealth. We have a 35,000 total income, and our worker taxes are ballooning. In terms of our stockpiles, ground forces, we have a decent amount of ground forces. Nothing special. And those are probably pretty old at this point. Governors looking fine. Empire mining situations looking okay, and no ancient constructs. We have Mercury at 32 million with 210 mines on it, making 15,000 resources every year, which is fantastic. Mars, just growing population, and then we also have Luna, which we could put some mines on if we did want to, but that will obviously depend. We have Jin over here with 11 million tons of gallicite. Currently has 20 million people, and we have ordnance factories actually on the planet. I'm not sure what my plan here was for this. Oh, I think I just moved them off because I wanted to employ workers, not necessarily anything else. So yeah, I want to get some mines onto Jin, it looks like. Looks fine either way. We have Karakorum at 14 million people. And these are getting refueling stations as well, which are providing some extra fueling, which is always nice. So Karakorum doesn't have many resources in it at all, which is unfortunate. And then we have Zongdu, which does have quite a few resources, and we are mining. We've got 48 mines on the planet. And we're mining Sorium, Macaesium, and Duranium. We are also terraforming one of these, Karakatai, a 5-moon teen. We are terraforming for colonization purposes. And these are habitable worlds, which is nice to see. If we have a look at our galaxy map, we can see that we have our main core worlds, we have our jump stabilization, and we haven't really found any enemies so far. If I go to our naval organization, we can kind of have a look at what's going on with that. We've got 2 Khan classes. I think we were going to be refitting to the survey frigate. Yes. What is wrong with this? This looks fine to me. I don't see too many issues with this. Now, obviously, deployment time is going to be similar, but it's a good 50% faster. It's got twice the range. We're just going to be waiting on that jump drive, which is going to be done quite shortly. So I'm going to start some industry, and I'm going to get incrementing along the way. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series, and this will hopefully be a return for me, making more and more content. I've got some ideas, and with version 2.0 of C# on the way. I'm very, very excited to get into Aurora in the new year, so happy new year as well. So I'm going to start up construction on... How many mines do we have? 338, and we have 70,000 gallicite. Um, I'm going to start constructing some more ground force construction facilities. I think that's a worthy cause. And I'm also going to, assuming this, start construction on. I guess no, there's not really anything we can do there. So I'm gonna increase to 16 facilities, and I'm gonna wait here for the survey frigate stuff to get done, and then we're gonna start to get some exploration on the way. So let's see some 5-day increments as we increment further here on the 39th year, going into the 40th year. Got some placements. Everything's looking okay in regards to that though. And we still haven't figured out exactly what we want to do with our battleships. We are getting some better technology. We are going to need some kind of point defense based system, and I'm not sure where that's going to lie. Gorse obviously is a possibility. Railguns are also a possibility. I'm not exactly sure what the railgun situation. We have 10cm rails. We have a decent. We should be able to get some 10cm rails for point defense, so that should be the point defense we use. I mean, I can have a look here at rail guns. 10cm cap 3, 4 shots, 150 tons. That can act as our point defense going forward for that. Research into beta shields done. So yeah, we wanted to look into actually getting some shields research. I'm going to go for maximum shield generator increase, and then also let's go for gamma shields on top of that. We've got pretty high technology considering where we were in comparison. We just finished up a year 1, and now that's a tug. We've got a few jump stabilization stations. Got some cargo groups moving things around. I'm going to leave them to how they were. I don't want to mess with anything that I did beforehand. So just gonna leave that as I said. Again, we're waiting for the jump drive to finish for the new class of frigate, the survey frigates. And in that regard, I am going to go over here and I'm going to start scrapping the Khan class. Not the Khan class. Where is it? Oh yeah, the Khan class, the MSS. Oh my bad. So I'm gonna go for a scrap on those. And also we're gonna use this to scrap that. Since we're gonna be building much bigger vessels, we might as well scrap them while we can. We're getting updates about civilians building things. I'm not too worried about that. Looks like one of our scientists retired, unfortunately. We're gonna have to sort that out. So I'm gonna go 7 days on that. 7 labs on that. Continue along our 5-day increments. Hopefully we can get ourselves sorted here. We've got a lot of civilians. Bloody hell. Jump drive finished, which is fantastic news. And I'm now going to move the rest of the people over to get gas cooled reactors. And that means that the Kalara class survey frigate is ready. So I'm going to do a retool on the Kalara. So survey ship. And we'll be done on June 20th here for the scrap, which is very nice. So we're going to go for the Kalara. I need to make sure that I actually can give it a name. So miscellaneous. We want to go for provinces, random names, poisonous plants. Why not? Poisonous plants. MSS. Select random name from theme. We still have a lot of build points we can do, so as soon as we can get some designs on, we can build like a full military kind of situation. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go for the Kalara. We're gonna go for. I'm actually gonna buy a couple of these actually, just to get our survey situation immediately underway. So Kalara, we're gonna go for. I'm gonna buy 3 of them, so that's about 3,000 points, and I'm going to order up a 4th to be constructed. Yeah, order up 4th to be constructed. I'm then going to detach them all. There we go. Gonna put them under the survey command just to make it a little bit easier. This was not organized. I did not organize this back in November. Next 5 system bodies, that's exactly what we want to do. We're going to do survey location, fuel less than 50%, move fuel at colony, deployment exceeded, and sort that all out. I'm going to do the exact same thing here with every single vessel that we have. So we fuel resupply, and then survey necessary bodies, fuel less, deployment exceeded. So I'm going to send the first one. So let's have a look at our galaxy map here, guys. So I want to display unexplored jump points. So we've got one Ameliac. I want to see survey location points. No, percentage. I want to see percentage. Can I see that? Number of comets. Or populated sectors, survey bodies, jump point survey size. There we go. So I'm going to send... first off, you're going to Karakoram. You're going to Zongdu. And then I'm going to send Mistletoe to Ameliac, and you're going to go through that jump point. So hopefully that they should be able to all sort themselves out there. And we've discovered a new system. 122 billion meters across. It's a binary star system. Nothing in the center. And over here, there's nothing there either. What a lifeless system. So that distance, it's 270 billion kilometer distance. That's quite a lot. So we're going to continue our surveying efforts, however. Hopefully we can find some more jump points. That's going to be the goal anyway. Gravitational survey complete in Karakoram. We're going to have Jaquinity. Then go to Jin. We're going to go to Kaesong. And we're going to do some surveying there. Can we not do that then? What about Zixia? Let's see if you know anything in Zixia. In terms of research, we're going to have that 20 centimeter focal size. That'll be in 10 years. That's a long time. Do we have anyone better who we can put on that? No, we don't. However, I can move these down to decrease that by half. So it only takes 5 years of time, which is a lot better. It's given the jump point in Jinan, so I'm going to tell the Mistletoe, do a jump through. Let's have a look at what we can see. Let's give a system of Kate Fang. Pretty empty, nothing too big here, but it's a pretty small system. New jump point in Zongdu found. That's going to be a big deal. Insufficient military protection on Zongdu A2, actually. Zongdu A2 is going to require ground forces then. So what do we have available at the moment? I'm going to sort out these regiments here. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. I guess that's how we were doing it earlier. My bad. So 1, and then just move that down, that down. And then I'm going to move over with our troop transports. So we've got a Kublai here. And each of these is 20,000 tons. So we're going to load a single one. I'm going to load the 5th Planetary Defense Regiment. We're going to take that over to Zongdu. We're going to unload that over here. And then we're going to return it back to Seoul. And that is going to sort protection out for that planet. I'll have that Planetary Defense Regiment there. And they should be all sorted. Let's go with a new jump point in Zongdu. Wow, Zongdu really got quite a bit. And that's a big deal because we do obviously have a lot of stuff coming through the system. We have a colony here. And we're going to need to start worrying a lot about all of that stuff. Boarding combat complete, because the plan was we were going to go for boarding a lot more. We're going to need that boarding bay, however, if we are going to actually get successful boarding. Zixia, we found another jump point, and we're going to be finishing up these 2 jump points. We'll see if we get any more. Zongdu now has 20,000 tons of ground forces. Oh, did I not move it all correctly? I don't think I did. Yeah, Yeah, I did not. So I'm going to just load up uh, all of these, and I'm going to take them over to Zongdu and then do a unload. That was my bad on that one. Okay, one last jump point. Let's see what we get here. Need from survey command, promoted to Zhengzhushi. Kublai completed orders, and now are they sorted on Zongdu? Yes, they are. They automatically recognize where they should be. Gravitational survey completed of Zongdu, and that was by the Lily of the Valley. So we're going to tell you to transit through this third jump point, see what we can find. And 3 research facilities available because we were working on beam fire control range, which we will again go into. Since fire control range, do that. There we go. And what have we found? Okay, 2 planets, a terrestrial and a Venusian, around a G1 type star. Decently big system, not much of note, however. 5 labs now available because we're working on the gas-cooled reactor. So I'm going to go over to gas-cooled and we're going to keep doing that again. Industry-wise, we're kind of out, so I'm going to tell them to start up research, start building 20 more labs. Because at this point, why not? We want to make sure our research is continuing to increase and continuing to increase. And that's going to mean we're going to have to do quite a bit there. We're going to go for maximum shield size 15. It's more efficient. We want more tonnage capabilities. And then we've got the MSS Timbleweed, which we just finished up here in construction. So MSS Timbleweed. Where the hell did that go? where did I put that? There. Okay, we're gonna detach you. Detach. Put you over here, and then we're going to standing orders, next 5 body survey location, refuel from colony old deployment or exceeded, and then do that. We're gonna send you to Zongdu, and I'm gonna send you to the unexplored jump point. Hopefully there's no aliens nearby, but that would create an interesting situation. Oh wow, okay, this system's pretty involved. What have we got to deal with? Okay, and just as I said that, we've got nitrogen oxygen atmosphere planet, 32% liquid, maximum population 4.5 billion, 2 moons, and we've got quite a few other planets as well as a gas giant and another super Jovian with a terrestrial world in between those. Okay, that's pretty interesting. The system is about 4 billion across, and it's got quite a few asteroids here. We'll have to see if that will actually get some good minerals, some abilities, and we may need to focus on the colonization there. Also getting that in genetic enhancement right now. Another research facility not doing too well. We're going to do a new lab on that. We're doing surveying here. New jump point in Tongu. We're doing the asteroids. We'll see what we can find. And we're doing A. Let me have a look. Xinjiang minerals. A1. 5 million tons of corundium. Decent accessibility across the board there. Quite a bit of thorium as well. That's pretty good. On this terrestrial world, we have 7.5 million tons of uridium at 0.9 access. We have titanium. So quite a bit. We've also got a decent amount of thorium on Xinjiang A4. Which is pretty nice. We're going to be surveying that planet. We'll see if we get anything further on there. So Xinjiang A4, that's 31 million tons of uranium. However, the accessibility is pretty damn low. And Xinjiang 6 is over here. That's a super Jovian. We'll see what we can do with that. I'm not really sure. Improved genetic enhancement, we're going to have that very shortly, which is going to be really, really nice. Lily of the Valley is going to need new orders. Specifically, we're going to go through Tongwa. We're going to do a transit there. So once we have the... we do now. I'm going to go for HCAP to continue to improve our boarding capabilities. And then I'm going to start looking at battleship-sized vessels. And we're also going to see if we can get some hangar bays associated with them, and we need to get power boost as well. So what's our power boost currently? 2. That's decent. If I have a look at hangar sizes, I think we have hangars. Maybe not. I don't think we do. In that case, I'm going to take 5 laboratories. I'm going to go to logistics. We're going to grab that. We're going to put that on research. On research facility unavailable, we're going to add that to the shield generator size. Discovered a new jump point in Kaifang. We discovered a new system, and that is Hangsheng. Timbleweed unable to carry out orders, but this system feels pretty populated as well. A lot of moons. Jesus. Many gas giants and super Jovians are just a system of super Jovians and gas giants and tons of asteroids. So this system is there like there's a few moons we could put people on. This system could be useful specifically for fuel in Hangcheng if we are able to establish capability specifically there. Timbleweed in Zhengdu is going to need new orders. I'm going to tell you to head to Tonghua, and I'm going to tell you to do a jump point. Again, we'll continue to explore. Gravitational survey completed in Jin. So I'm going to tell the Jaquinity to head to Kaesong, head to Zixia, and then do a unexplored transit and see what you can find. Mistletoe has exceeded deployment time. We discovered a system of Heizhou. Nitrogen, oxygen, atmosphere, world. Oxygen's I think a little bit too low for an alien species. Though yes, there are planets here, so we'll see. Let's give a system of Chengdu. Chengdu has 2 habitable worlds. Ooh, interestingly enough, a temperate forest. Again, the only difference here, we need to increase the oxygen amount. We've been getting incredibly lucky with very good... Ooh, okay. Alien ships detected in Chengdu. Chengdu located here. Okay. So it might be time now to start getting our stuff ready. 5,000 kilometers per second speed we're looking at. Our ship goes at about... Yeah, pretty damn slow. We're going to have you head to Seoul and begin an immediate refuel. We're going to hopefully get you out. Okay, and that was destroyed immediately. That's a problem. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay, precursors. Precursors. So we don't have to worry about it too much, though that is unfortunate that we lost that vessel. And I think it's going to be time to start thinking about what kind of ships we want to do. So I'm going to start up 25,000 ton battleship. I'll go for a battleship. And what engine tech are we currently on? Let me have a look. We are on improved nuclear pulse. So I'm then going to bring up, if I go over to my folder, I'm going to bring up the advanced calculator. I'm going to go ship optimizer. We're going to go for a 25,000 ton ship. And I'm going to go for a speed of 5,000 kilometers. We want to be able to at least match our opponent. So I'm going to go for... Let's go for 5,000. Let's go for a range of 20 billion kilometers. Let's look at the distance between Changdao and here. Okay, so we've got a little bit of an issue here. We gotta just move you about like so. So let's have a look here. So the distance is about 12.5 billion kilometers from Seoul to Chengdao, or Chengdu. So a 20 billion kilometer range is going to be more than enough. So I'm going to go over to calculate. I'm going to go for a 24 billion kilometer range, so I'll be able to move backwards and forwards. See what we can get here. So that would be number of engines 5. How big of an engine can we make? I just want to make sure of this. 40 HS. That's not great, is it? Yeah, we can't design that yet until we can get some bigger engines. 60 HS. We're gonna put a hold on HCAP for now. We're gonna put on hold on maximum flat, and I'm gonna put everything into getting us some bigger engines to cut down. So that puts like 3. So that'll be 1,000, and then I'm gonna put the rest into getting that HCAP because again, I want to board ships. I want to take them over. I want to use them. But we do now know that they have those missiles, and so that is going to be a problem. We're going to need a point defense system, and that point defense system is going to be railguns because we're early on in the game, and they provide the biggest capability. So we are going to prototype that, and let's say we have our battleship, what have you. We have our battleship, and I'm going to give it. I'm going to go with a comfortable 13 layers of armor for an initial battleship. We're going to go for railguns prototypes. Going to go for railgun. So assuming, okay, what speed did we see that they were going at? I'm going to assume a speed of 30,000 kilometers, and that's what we figured it. So 30,000 kilometers is the speed that we're going to be going against. So I'm going to say that we're going to be able to fit, so 10 of them, that's 1,500 tons. 3,000 tons of railguns seems to be fair for a battleship, not counting everything else that it's going to have. And that's going to require, obviously, 60 power to be generated for the rate of fire that we're talking about. Tracking speed of 2,000. Assuming a tracking speed of 5,000 kilometers. So I'm going to just give it some engines to boost its speed up. Okay, assuming that tracking speed, and assuming I need a beam fire control, we need a beam fire controller. We're going to need one as much, since we're a battleship, we can afford the range, and I'm going to say max speed. Well, no, we don't need a max speed, we just need a 2.5x speed on that. And they go for a 3x there. Prototype that. There's a decent fire control, put that in. And that gets a 90% chance to hit. So we're going to go for 10,000 kilometers. Target speed is going to be, so that's the enemy speed, 30,000 kilometers, or if we can actually get the exact number, it's 29,450. So that is going to be the hit chance. So 15% hit chance. So assuming 20 weapons. So assuming we're shooting 80 times, so 80 times 1 time, yeah, so 80 times 1, so we have 80, and then we're timing that by 0.15. That means that this will be able to shoot down 12 missiles. They shot 3 salvos independently, so assuming a 15% chance to hit, no ECM, no other issues, that means that we will hit a total of 80 shots, and we will hit 12 of them, which I think is pretty decent for a battleship. We can obviously increase that by intervals of 6 every time we add 10 guns, but for now I think that is more than okay. So we'll let that be a bypass on there, and we're gonna wait again for those engines to be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna bring up the calculator again. We're going to be on improved nuclear pulse. We're going to be on 60 HS. Let's do 0.7. I think one composite. And I'm going to see what kind of engines we're looking at here. So we're looking at 3 engines. Yeah, 3 engines, 52 HS for 5,000 kilometers per second. What about if we go for like 5,125 kilometers per second? Still not great. I mean, we're looking at what, 180, 100 there. So I'm gonna go for like a 4,500. The problem is I want to be faster than my opponent, but to get that speed is gonna be a problem. So what about 100 HS? What are we looking at for that? That's more reasonable. We're talking about 2 size 80 engines. We're looking at an average. We're spending about 10,000 tons on our engines here. And we have a power boost of 1.60. Fuel is going to be 1/3. That's usually the amount. And then if we're going to go for a 13 layer of armor, that gives us 8,000 tons to play with. 3,000 of those tons is then taken for railguns. Then we're going to need mesons. So if we have a look at mesons, meson cannon, yeah. Meson cannon. We can have 15 centimeter. Those are 200 tons. Assuming 20 centimeters, 250 tons. That means that we could have 4 Meson guns for 1,000. So we could have 4 cannons fitted on, and then we could put on then 4 hangars, because that's really what I want to put on. So 4 Meson cannons, 1,000. Then I want to put on like 2,000 tons of hangars. That gives about 1,000 tons left. We might have to look at reducing the armor to 10. Something like that might be required here if we want to get the same speed. Again, that speed is going to be a bit of a problem. But let's say we do 13. We'll do 13. And then I'm going to go for 4,000. That increases us by quite a bit. So that's 4,200. So we're going to go for a 4,000 kilometer speed. And then it means we only need 1 engine. But if I reduce that to 60 HS, it needs 3. Obviously, the 1 engine, if you look at the difference there, that gives us, another 1,000 plus tons to play with. The fuel efficiency on that is god awful, though. Yeah, absolutely god awful. So, number of engines, range, speed. Why is the fuel efficiency even worse on that? Minimum number of engines, 2. Okay, that makes it much better in terms of the efficiency, and I'm more happy with that overall. Gives us again about 10,000 tons, and we're gonna be. I think we're gonna be looking at again. I'm kind of debating like, do we want a battleship? Do we want an assault ship? What kind of thing do we want? Because we obviously want to incorporate boarding crafts, but how are we gonna make those boarding crafts work across the board? I'm not too sure. About that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the episode off here. I know it's been quite, it's usually about last an hour, but it's been about 30 minutes. Obviously having my issues, so a little bit straining. But also I just want to ease into it and get a video out saying, hey, I'm back, and leave a comment on what you think our battleship or assault ship, whatever it's gonna be, should look like. And let me know what you want to see in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Really does help me out. And thanks to all the people who've stuck around and supported me over on YouTube members, even if you have left, which I totally understand after the 2-month long break. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.